students, how are you all feeling today? I hope all of you are great. So do you know me? I'm your new science teacher and my name is Najida. So till 4th standard we had EVS as a subject, but now EVS is replaced with basic science. Do you all enjoy learning science? Yes, right? Why? Because we learn about the things around us. We learn about our environments. We learn about the animals on the earth. We learn about the plants. We learn about ourselves. Isn't it so? It's a very interesting subject to learn. If you ask questions to yourself, you can make science learning so easy and so wonderful. Okay, dear children? So in grade 5, in the first part of the textbook, we have 6 chapters and our first chapter is Knowing the Plant World. Do you all like plants? Do you like greenery? Have you ever visited Wayanad and Munnar and all? It is so nice to see all the greenery around, right? We have a lot of plants and a very cold climate. Isn't it really nice? Or why visit Wayanad and Munnar? In front of your house you'll be having small plants. And doesn't it look so beautiful? Do you like watching plants? Do you water them? Do you look after them? Yes, right? Good children. So, we eat food every day, isn't it so? Where do we get these food from? From the plants and the animals, isn't it so? Which all parts of a plant do we eat? We eat fruits and vegetables, but these vegetables are different parts of a plant, isn't it so? Do you know about that? If not, today we are going to learn which all parts of the plant are edible. For each plant, a different part of them is edible, like root, stem, leaf, fruit. So any one of this will be the edible part of the plant. What does edible mean? Edible means something that we can eat, something that we can consume. Okay? That is known as edible. Are you clear with it, my dear children? So ma'am will be moving out of the screen and bringing in the textbook so that we can read it and I can explain it to you so it will become very clear for you. Okay, dear children? Let's go. Are you ready? I want you to answer me. Say it loudly. Miss won't hear, but I want your parents to hear it. So are you ready, my dear children? Yes. So let's go. So my dear students, chapter number 1. Know the plant world closely. The vacation is over. How exciting is it to go to school with an umbrella playing in the rain? When did you wake up today? Did you take enough food before coming to school? What did you eat today? Try to write it down. But do we need to do all this? This is when we come to school. But unfortunately, this is not the right time for the school, right? The vacation is over, but we are only having online classes. We are not able to come to school. But we will soon overcome the corona and we will come to school, isn't it so? But write down the other questions. When did you wake up today? Did you take enough food before sitting for the class? And what did you eat today? Write it down. Okay? Now can you see the clear big picture in the screen? What are all those? They are vegetables and fruits. We can see corn, tapioca, spinach, ashgots, bananas, capsicum, fruits, corn and many more. Isn't it so? There are a diverse food materials. The picture shows diverse food materials. From where do we get them? Do you know? We get them from the plants. All are the parts of plants, aren't they? Are you able to identify these plants? Can you tell me which all plant parts are these? We will check about that later, isn't it? Okay? So the next question, do we use only the leaf of amaranthus for our food? Amaranthus is chira. Have you made uperi for food? Isn't it so? Do you all enjoy eating amaranthus? And does your mom only take leaves for it? Or she takes a small part of the stem too? Isn't it so? Haven't you seen a cauliflower? Which part do we eat? Look at the name cauliflower. What do we eat? The cauliflower. So, which part of the plant is it? It is the flower. We have only two plants of which we eat their flowers, the broccoli and the cauliflower. Okay? We use different parts of the plant for foods. The edible part in each plant is different. As I told you, edible means something that we can eat. We can eat the root, stem, flower, seeds and fruits, and also the flower buds are eaten by us. So we will check which are all of them. Do all parts have edible parts? Do all plants have edible parts? There are so many edible parts, but there are some weeds that we do not eat, isn't it so? So there are some plants that do not have edible parts. Now observe the pictures. Why do we use these plants for? And which part of the plant are these? Let us see. Okay, Miss will insert the pictures. So what is this? It is tapioca. Which part of the plant is it? It is the root. Now we have the fruits. Fruits. The plant fruits, all banana, apple, watermelon, all are fruits of a plant. Now we have the cabbage. It is quite simple. Which part of the plant is this cabbage? It is the leaf of the plant. Now we have cauliflower. We said which part was it? It was the flower. And now we have a medicinal plant, neem. We use this for medicinal uses, and it is the leaf of the plant. Do you all like corn? Isn't it so tasty? Which part of the plant is it? It is the seed. Now we have amaranthus, which is also known as chira. Clearly, this is the leaf of the plant. Now this is something we put in biryani. It is called the cloves. What are these? These are the flower buds of the plant. Now pepper. Pepper is actually the fruit of the plant. So pepper is the fruit of the plant. We have ginger. All of you know which part is ginger. It is the root of the plant. Now we have turmeric. Turmeric is not root of the plant. And then which part is it? It is the stem. Now we have the cardamom or the elaichi. And which part is this? It is the seeds. So my dear students, did you understand that these are the different parts of a plant we eat? It is not always fruits. We eat the leaves, we eat the flower buds, we eat the stem. It differs from plant to plant. Now let's read on. We make use of plants as spices. We saw the cloves and the cardamom, which are spices, medicines, the neem, and for many other purposes. Now look at the plants. We are given the Artoda curry leaf plant, the hibiscus, which is the flowering, neem, and touch me not, are shown in the pictures. Now go to your garden and write down which all plants are there. The medicinal plants, you can write the medicinal plants, the plants from which we get food to eat, and everything. Okay, and the flowering plants too. Now, can you imagine a world without plants? Can we live in a place without plants? It is not possible. But why? We cannot live without plants because plants make the oxygen what we breathe. Can we live without oxygen? No, right? So that is why we cannot imagine a world without plants. Now we depend on plants not only for oxygen but also for food. Now we saw we eat almost all parts of plants. Now the animals too depend on plants for food. But then plants provide food for all of us. But it also needs food. How do they get that food? Plants prepare food for themselves by the process called photosynthesis. Have you heard about this? So today we are also going to learn about photosynthesis. Plants absorb water through their roots. This water contains various minerals. Plants also absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere through minute pores present in their leaves. All these are done for preparing food. Preparation of food takes place in the leaves. This process is called photosynthesis. Sunlight and pigment present in the leaves called chlorophyll are essential for photosynthesis. Now, Miss is just reading. Are you understanding this? There might be slight confusions, right? So what can I do? I cannot show you directly. So what will I do? Miss will play a video in which everything will be clearly explained.
The important things needed by a plant to perform photosynthesis are sunlight, chlorophyll, carbon dioxide, and water. All plants use energy from the sunlight to make food. The part of the leaves that catches and absorbs the sun energy is called chlorophyll. Remember, it is chlorophyll that gives leaves their green color. Plants obtain carbon dioxide gas from the air. Tiny holes called stomata present on the leaves help this carbon dioxide to enter the leaves. The next important thing needed by the plant is water. Plants get water from the soil with the help of roots. Just like the straw that you use to drink juice, the roots and stems of a plant have narrow tubes that help carry water from the roots all the way up to the leaves. The veins in the leaves help to distribute this water to all the parts of the leaf. And then the recipe is complete. Just like how your mother cooks food in the kitchen, the chlorophyll uses the sun's energy to combine carbon dioxide and water to prepare food for the plant. The food prepared is in the form of sugar and oxygen, is also given out by the leaves in the process. Thus, the process of photosynthesis in the leaves can be summarized as shown. The food prepared is then used by the plant for growth, repairing damaged plant parts, and to obtain energy. Isn't it amazing to know what all goes on inside the peaceful leaves of plants?
Now that you have seen the video, you are clear with the process of photosynthesis. Is it not? So let us read the rest. What is the product of the photosynthesis? We saw in the video it is the glucose. Oxygen is also formed along with this. Glucose is stored by the plant and oxygen is released during the day night. The glucose formed through photosynthesis is later converted into starch. This starch is what we eat from the plants. Plants prepare their own food and are hence known as autotrophs. Plants are known as autotrophs because they make their own food. Now let us complete the box given below. Carbon dioxide plus water, when with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll, what do we get? We get starch, that is food, and oxygen, isn't it so? It is the food and oxygen. So that is for today. So before that, let us summarize what we learned.
Let us summarize what all we learned today. Okay, are you ready? Fine. So plant parts as food, that is edible parts. The various parts of plants which are used as food material by us are roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds. Isn't it so? So plant roots as food. That is what we use the plant roots, which are the roots which we eat. Carrot, radish, beetroot, sweet potato, and turnip. Now plants stem as food. Some plants store food in their stems. We eat the stems of such plants as food. That is the onion, potato, ginger, garlic, turmeric. Plant leaves as food. The leafy vegetables are the leaves of the plant. Spinach, cabbage, lettuce, leaves of the mustard plant. Fruits as food, which are the fruits apple, mango, pears, banana, plum, grapes, guava. There are so many examples. Now seeds. What are the seeds we eat? Our rice, the wheat, the millet, peas, all the pulses, groundnut, soya bean. Okay. Some plants have two edible parts like mustard plant. Mustard leaves are also used and also mustard plant seeds are used to extract mustard oil. Is it clear? Similarly, the fruit of banana plant are used as food and the flowers of banana plant are also used as food in the form of vegetables. What is the flower of banana plant? വാഴത്തട്ട കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടോ? Have you heard about that? We eat them, isn't it so? So that is known as the flower of banana plant. Now what else we learned? We learned about photosynthesis, isn't it so? Let us see photosynthesis in a glance. So what is photosynthesis? The process by which the chlorophyll in the leaves of plant capture light energy which then they use to change carbon dioxide and water into food. This plant food is called glucose. And in most plants, all this takes place in its leaves. Photosynthesis takes place in the leaves. Okay? These are the things a plant needs for photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? The process by which a plant makes its own food. Photosynthesis is the process by which a plant makes its own food. Now, what are the things? Water, carbon dioxide, light energy from the sun, that is the sunlight. Now, a question, what part of the plant takes in the water? Plants absorb water through their roots. The water then travels from the roots up to the stem of the leaves. Plant roots grow towards the water. Once they don't get water, they go deep, deep, deep in search for the water. What part of the plant takes in the carbon dioxide? Plant's leaves in the bottom side has small holes called the stomata. and carbon dioxide enters the leaves through these stomatas. Now, what part of the plant absorbs the light from the sun? The green leaves of the plant absorb light energy from the sun. And this plant uses the light to make food from carbon dioxide and water. When root goes in search for water, the leaves grow in search for the sunlight. Now, plant cells have cell structures called chloroplasts, which contain chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green substance inside the leaf which absorbs the light energy. And this green color chlorophyll is what gives the plant their green color. Okay, that is about photosynthesis. Is it clear, my dear students? So now you learned how plants make food. So plants also make food like us, isn't it so? Right?
So, my dear students, that's enough for today. We learned a lot of things, isn't it so? We learned which all parts of the plant we eat, like tapioca is the root of the plant. Isn't it so? Cabbage is the leaf of the plant. Didn't you learn it? And we also learned about photosynthesis, how plants make food, how plants live. Isn't it so? I hope it is clear for you. If you have any doubts, please clarify. Okay? This will see you in the next class in the next week. Okay? Till then, bye bye. Take care and stay safe, my dear children.